Today I'm starting the video just holding something that looks like a bag that I ripped open, but the contents of this bag is what's most important. This is actually the bracelets. So we're going to be looking at this at the same time, and I'm going to talk about the giveaway, and also, more importantly, I'm reading Matthew Schneider's A Bag of Hands. 2 poems, one called The Zoo, and the second one, the title poem, A Bag of Hands. So today's going to be an exciting video, so, sit down and relax, and we will have another personal poems Tuesday reading. So I wanted to start off with the little information about Matthew Schneider. So he was born in Peoria, Illinois in 1970. He attended several colleges but never attained a degree. And after living in Washington State, he moved to Tucson, Arizona in 1997, where he married a Mexican woman and began traveling in Mexico. Schneider has worked many jobs and for many years drove a taxi. He has published several hundred poems and stories and is the author of 4 full-length collections, most recently Prickly from New York Quarterly Books. And this is his picture. He kind of took one of those dad selfies. So the first poem that I'm going to read by him is called The Zoo. I can't speak Spanish and she can't speak English, so Josie and I go to the zoo. It's easy not to talk while watching the rhinos, their heads like prehistoric toolboxes and bodies like boulders carved with abstract petroglyphics. Or the bears, half insane from sitting there like patched toys, never to smile, or the menacing eyes of the giant cats pacing, so pissed, behind their glass. The lemurs have more words in common than we do. As we stroll the path between the man-made worlds, every rough spot glued together with kisses. It is a kind of magic that we couldn't see love coming, although now it seems all evolution and all time have prepared for it, for us, to be here now holding hands like this, just as it has prepared for the peregrine to escape his rope and attack a child, and for the trainer to stand with mouth agape, and for monkeys to scream and beat their cages. I like that one. It kind of spoke about how the couple uses their body language, because they're obviously able to show love for each other through their actions, but there's a language translation that is kind of is not all the way there, because obviously one of them is a native English speaker and his wife, Josie, is a native Spanish speaker. So I like that one. It's kind of about language and how animals communicate with each other, and it doesn't necessarily have to be just through words. His title poem is called A Bag of Hands, and it's a little bit longer. Jalisco, Mexico. In a black plastic bag they found them. 12 severed hands removed from their owners for thievery por ratero. And put in this bag, the kind of bag you put beer in from Oxo, filled with ice, but no ice for these hands, rancid, rotten, in the heat, flies, dried blood. I've always hated my hands, small, red, wrinkly, old man hands. When I was in 3rd grade, I looked at my classmates' hands and mine were different. Ugly, deformed, self-loathing. Most of all, I envied dark, smooth hands. Indian hands. I thought they were beautiful. And now, 30 years later, I'm a taxi driver, and I see this bag of hands they found in Mexico as a punishment and a warning. For 3 days, I've been looking at these hands. I think of that Sherwood Anderson story I read long ago about the man whose hands got him in trouble when he only wanted to love. That's when I wanted to be a writer. So many things to do with these guilty hands, but writing seemed a good thing. And people say you should take that bag of hands and craft a novel around it. Make money, entertain people, quit this stupid job. I don't know. It's real, that's the problem. This black plastic bag full of severed hands. I've stolen things. Hasn't everybody? One time when I was young, I was too sick for school and I was home alone in bed, and a man broke into our house and came into my bedroom looking for loot. I woke up and said, "Who are you?" He ran stomping up the stairs. I heard the door slam and his truck tires throw gravel out of our driveway. The police asked if I could recognize the man, and I drew a picture of him, and they used the picture to convict him. He lived a few miles away. I drew a picture of him with my hands, and everybody said I was a real good artist. Nobody likes to have their house broken into. Nobody wants to work hard for things and have someone come along and steal them. I just hope it was the right man. Now I'm old and I have grown into my old man hands, but I still don't like them. These hands on the steering wheel of this taxi cab are arthritic, ticking. I keep looking at everyone's hands now. My passengers' hands, some of them have scars on their wrists. Some of them are grotesque, worse than mine. Some of them don't work well, they tremble. Some of them are beautiful and smooth as buckeyes. Some of them are so callous they cut you when you shake them. Some of them cup the sunlight. Imagine the hands that held the thieves down, the hands that raised the machete, the hands that fell. Pretension is like a fog on the brain. The poets scribble, the novelists invent. Hand shadows, hand puppets, hands of time, hands of God. A clock without hands. Why couldn't that black plastic bag have had a six-pack of beer in it instead? I remember when my wife Josie first took my hand walking in our old Tucson barrio. Josie is Mexican and she has lovely hands. Hands that lifted a barbed wire fence on the border. Hands that turned burgers to feed her father back home. What would I not take from this world to give to her? I ask myself as I write these words with my numb hands. Nothing. The truth is, I don't know. When you're looking at a black plastic bag full of severed hands, you don't know what to think. Your mind stumbles and claws at the air. So I really like Mather Schneider's poems that I've read so far, but that title poem made me think about the potential of everybody's hands. We all, you know, when our hands die and they're no longer of use, it's kind of like you can question what did people use them for. And, we all have the capability to create things and to, we can convict other people, we can write books, we can, cook, and so we really do have power within our hands to change things, and there's always potential. So I think that was actually a hopeful poem in this book. But I wanted to also do the reveal of the bracelets. So let's see. So this is what they look like. They say Morgan Sankofa on the front with two birds to represent the Sankofa symbol of birds. And then on the back, it says YouTube poetry readings. So, and they're also my favorite color, which is purple. And, it's very significant. So that's what they look like. So let me explain to you how you can get one for free. So I will include this in the description box, but I am giving away 3 free bracelets that I'm going to mail to you, whoever you may be. I'm going to put my email down below, and you can email me with your name and a poem suggestion that you would like me to read in the next video. And so when you do that, I will send you a bracelet to your address or wherever you would like me to send it, and you get something for free. I was also thinking about if you refer someone and get someone else to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also offer a suggestion to read, then I can send them a poem to, not a poem, well, a bracelet as well. So, alright, so that was the big reveal, and I hope that everybody enjoys the rest of their week. Okay, bye.